Week 13, Rhetoric Level. Discuss the ways that artists of the High Renaissance sought to glorify God, as well as ways they sought to glorify mankind, either themselves or all humanity. At this time, Christianity was still the dominant paradigm in the Southern Renaissance. On the one hand, this often meant that people's Christianity was taken for granted. On the other hand, it was assumed and recognized by people of that time that every artistic work was to the glory of God. In many cases, some genuinely God-centered motives might coexist in the same person with selfish motives, such as the desire for personal glory and gain. Some works of art may glorify God the Creator through their depiction of the truth of His creation, despite the spiritual stance of the author. Leonardo's detailed drawings of the human body, flora, fauna, can inspire us to praise the God who made such beautiful things. Niccolò Machiavelli is one Renaissance man who wasn't trying to glorify God. He may be the best example of someone who threw out every religious idea in order to come up with a ruthless, new, man-centered way of thinking about government. His work, The Prince, has been a standard reference work for political thinkers ever since, and Machiavellian has become an adjective that means the end justifies the means. Your child may be learning about Machiavelli in government and philosophy this week. See what he thinks about Machiavelli's worldview. There's a philosophy discussion script on Machiavelli you can use to go over his ideas in detail. What is ethnocentrism? The word ethnos is Greek for people or nation. Ethnocentrism is viewing one's own culture as superior to others because it's one's own. This doesn't mean that all cultures are equal. Some really are more highly developed than others. French cooking is objectively better than the pinto beans and cornbread I grew up on in West Virginia. If I look down on snail-eating Frenchmen and insist that my beans are best because they're mine, that's ethnocentric. European explorers were ethnocentric in this sense. They had no respect for the people they met overseas. They kidnapped them, enslaved them, even showed them off as freaks back in Europe. That isn't God's perspective at all. In Revelation 5:9, the angels sing of Jesus, who ransomed people for God from every tribe and language and people and nation. It has taken centuries for Western Christians to begin to learn to value each tribe the way that God does.